Hi Aquarius, this is attempt number 3 for your video. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, and I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that. I have to tell you, I did your reading yesterday. Pretty late last night for me, you know, and it didn't come through. There was no audio. I don't know why. So I went back and I listened to the original file, and there's audio. So I thought, all right, I'll delete the one I uploaded, and I'll upload it again with the audio. So that's what I do, and I upload it, and again, there's no audio. So we're just doing a whole new reading. And it's funny because when I was doing your reading, I said that I like doing your reading so much because I feel like we think so much alike that 1 month, probably more than 1 month, but you ended up getting 2 readings. And I think that was last month. And here we go again. Here we go again. So, this of course is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is for those with planets in the sign of Aquarius. You, of course, may be in love with Aquarius, and Aquarius in love with you. Or, like more and more of you are finding yourself just intuitively guided to the reading, and you're not an Aquarius at all. And that's okay. Just remember, you're here for a reason. So, I am at a glass table that I bought. It's a desk. And someone pointed out that, Sandy, we can see everything that's below. And I realized most of the time I'm in, like, my pajama bottoms. Like, why not? I'm at home. So, I know you don't mind. Alright, I want to give it one more shuffle. And then we're going to go ahead and start. So, I, as always, call in your guides to work alongside my guides for the clearest messages. I know if anyone's going to be open to it, it will be Aquarius. And let's go ahead and begin. That didn't take long. So we had the King of Pentacles who came out. I have to say he was also out in your last reading, and he was with the Queen of Pentacles. We'll see. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Double fours. We have the Fool. And look at this. So we had the Queen and King of Pentacles come out exactly like this in your last reading. The only thing different was the Queen was above the King here. In this reading, it's the King and then the Queen, but they are directly connected. Again, I know you're Aquarius. Doesn't matter what sign you are here. This is talking about coming from this type of energy. Clearly, we have a couple in one way or another. This King is next to the Four of Pentacles, so, I'm wondering, well, we have the Fool here, so something new wants to begin. And I feel like someone's questioning it. Maybe they're questioning it together, right? It may have something to do with their stability. Someone's stability. Four of Pentacles can also be that energy of hanging on to something so tightly, like, you know, almost like, you know, I got to be right at all cost. Doesn't have to be that, because then I'm looking at the Four Cups, and the Four Cups, you know, is a sense of boredom in one's life. It can be some remembrance, right? It's kind of a somber type of energy. I don't want to say sad, maybe a little sad, but more somber. Sitting right next to a tree of wisdom. You know, it's like this tree has been here forever. It even looks like it maybe at one time got hit by lightning, whatever that means. It's almost like someone is living within this tree. But nonetheless, we have this Ace of Cups here that someone's not noticing. Right? They're not looking at it. They're being too somber. They're, you know, this can be the energy of holding on to a little bit of regret. You know, what if I would have done this? What if I would have done that? What if this would have happened? Maybe this should have happened. Sometimes it can be like, maybe I made it wrong. You know, it's not really in your head. It's more in your heart. But nonetheless, there's something new that wants to begin, but it does involve someone taking a chance, right? Because we have the Fool here. And the Fool always asks you to take a chance. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. Sun is behind the Fool, so it feels protected to me. You know, he's got his loyal dog by his side. And if nothing else, what that means is, you know, this is a path that if you choose to walk on it, that it's a protected path, right? It's a path where you, it seems like there's a lot of comfort on there. It can be adventure, but there's a sense of, maybe it's a sense of, you know, this feels right, right? So the Fool's looking back at the Four Cups, and you know, it's almost like the Four Cups is hanging on to something too tightly, and the Fool is trying to get the attention of this person, of the King or the Queen here. Let's keep going. We have the Eight of Wands. So something's about to happen pretty quickly. This may have something to do with a home, a homestead. Just feel like something's going to happen quickly. What's about to happen is, you know, it's some type of energy that I put into the universe, so the universe is now answering me back. Not sure at this point if this is a good thing or a bad thing, right? When we have the Fool here, that's always a good thing. It's sitting next to the Queen of Pentacles, and she feels very abundant here. Maybe like, I don't know, like, is she trying to hang on to too much? I don't know, because like there's something in every hand, and you know, it's showing the ability to have abundance, no doubt. But am I, you know, have I become a certain way within that, right? The Four of Pentacles again is, you know, I'm hanging on too tightly. Let's keep going. You know, I haven't forgotten about the King of Pentacles up here. I feel like, you know, on a little side note, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is about to meet this King of Pentacles. And I feel like it's almost like he's bringing an offering. And his offering is his pentacle. And to me, that's security, right? That is, you know, I'm someone, hey, listen, I have a job, right? I hold a job. But to this Queen, it doesn't seem like, you know, that's good. Happy to hear that, but doesn't seem to be what feels fulfilling to her, because let's face it, she pretty much has everything she needs. Though she's by herself, but the Queen of Pentacles doesn't always care about that. Let's keep going. We got a lot of cards. We're going to take them. So let's move everybody out. We have one card that came face up. Maybe two. Nope, just one. And that is the Queen. Geez, that is the Ace of Swords. And you know what? That's good news. For some of you, this is your yes. You know, you came here looking for a yes or no answer. And to me, the, what the heck? The Ace of Swords is a yes. It's the truth. It's the authentic way, right? It begins, you know, it begins in a very clear manner, right? Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, but it's how it's beginning. Okay, we're going to leave it over here for a minute. I don't know why. I don't feel like bringing it in yet. We have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands coming next to the Eight of Wands, which is very different energy, right? Nine of Wands is about time. You know, to me, it's about history, our history, and you know, when you look at the fella in this card, it's very muscular, and you know, that doesn't happen overnight. This is something clearly he wanted, right? He stayed focused upon it, and he definitely accomplished his goal, no doubt. But through that journey, he's gained a lot of wisdom. He's gained a lot. Now, he's looking back at this Eight of Wands, which is, again, something that wants to come in quickly. And not like he's stopping it, but I feel like he's looking at it like, almost like someone's protection, like, you know, you better be good because you got to come through me. You know, it's almost like he's being this queen's protector, and here comes these wands, right? And they're traveling at a fast rate of speed, so, you know, but there's no fear on the Nine of Wands energy. There's no fear. It's almost like, I'm ready. Even if it hurts. I don't know. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. That is coming under the Fool. That's kind of cool. Coming under the Fool, right? Ace of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is the potential of having real abundance in one's life. And I have to say, no matter what your sign is, having the Queen and the King of Pentacles out here, if you know, if you're here about like how I make my money or my career or my salary, any of that, you know, should I start a business? I get a lot of soul sisters and brothers who are here for that reason. You know, they're light workers and they don't know it yet, and they're finding it out. You're finding it out. And, you know, this is a weird way of saying it, but I feel like as you continue to watch these readings, it's like you're gaining some spiritual balls, and it's just moving you in the right direction, right? Doesn't matter. It's not about how quickly it happens, because it will. But many of you, I know that's why you're being drawn to my readings. It's because, you know, you are some type of a light worker, and this isn't saying, you know, go out and be the light worker and, you know, give away your wealth. No, this is saying, I don't know, you know, it just feels abundant in every way. Maybe because you're living your authentic life. You're right. There's abundance. Let's keep going. There's a lot of cards. We have the Seven of Swords coming under the Queen and King of Pentacles. So there's a little mistrust there. Somebody is not trusting someone. We have the Five of Swords. So at this point, it looks like this Queen and King may be going their separate ways. someone may be walking away, and I would have to say one of the reasons that they're walking away is due to a trust issue, right? You know, I don't feel like it's major trust issue, but there's trust issue nonetheless. And boy, I don't know, when the Queen or the King of Pentacles, you know, when you lie to them, it's like, you know, it's like you've written your death certificate. I don't know. It's very hard to get back into their good graces when it comes to someone who lies. Why? Because they are about loyalty. Listen, even if they're being unloyal, the core of who they are is about loyalty. So, you know, here's this mistrust. And again, it doesn't seem like major, but it's enough, right? And maybe through this mistrust, someone is just like clamoring up, which is another, you know, another earth sign trait. They can tend to clamor up, right? Clamor up. Someone maybe not speaking their mind and saying, listen, I'm a little bored where I'm at. You know, I don't have the emotions that I once had. You know, things aren't going, you know, the way they used to. You know, when you look at the King of Pentacles, he's about seeing the big picture, right? I can see the big picture, you know, and, you know, I guess maybe that can be annoying sometimes to the Queen of Pentacles, who's all about the little details, right? And I often feel, not just because I'm a female, but I often feel like, you know, here's this King of Pentacles, and listen, I can see the big picture. I can see how success can happen, and there's a real need for that in this world, right? But I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is like, listen, sweetie, you know, and I don't think I don't even think she says anything, but she knows that if it wasn't for him, that this big idea of the King of Pentacles could come crashing down. Doesn't have to, but you know what I mean. So the Queen of Pentacles is a great support system to the ideas of the King of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles also gets a lot of very serious epiphanies. It's almost like when she gets something in, she listens. Right, she may take it into a spiritual place very quickly, where the King of Pentacles, again, male or female, may get, you know, a similar epiphany, however, maybe not take it quite as serious, right? Thinking, you know, I'll handle that at another time, where I feel like this Queen is understanding that, you know, listen, this came to me for a reason, and that means almost like someone's realizing I'm a light worker. Anyway, but there's someone, you know, who's, you know, if I was going to describe their life, let's say in a nutshell, I would say, you know, boring. However, opportunity is like right behind you, right? Here's somebody with their back right to this opportunity. It doesn't mean it goes away, right? Because it's attached to the Ace of Pentacles, and whew, I mean, that is abundance in some way. That is abundance, but it requires something. It requires you to, you know, sometimes Four of Cups can be a comfort zone, right? You know, I'm just going to keep my comfort there. And many times it's just thinking of emotional things that have happened to us, and almost dwelling in them a little bit. You know what I mean? To the point where I feel like we can almost stop our opportunity. Especially with the Four of Pentacles right next to it. It's almost like, you know, I'm hanging on to the past so tightly that, you know, I'm not even recognizing that the Fool is right behind me. Right? Now, the Fool knows you're there, whether you know the Fool's there. And I feel the Fool would be, you know, in some way, especially with the dog by his side, this is like your spirit guide, right? This is, you know, your grandmother. This is someone who's like, you know, I don't care right now that their back is to me. Here is this Ace of Cups that's above this person's head. They don't see it. The Fool sees it. And I feel like in some way that Fool is going to make sure that, who's ever in that energy is going to turn around. And I feel like they're going to be very happy when they turn around, right? Even within the Four of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands below that. So that is the energy of, remembering who I am, right? Pulling from my strength. Some people believe this, some people don't, but I do. And this is about lifetimes ago. And, I don't think we come back as the same person. I think we have different lessons. We evolve, hopefully, right? So as we evolve, I feel our human form, and I don't mean look-wise, because that'd be beautiful. You know what I mean? So I think it's more about our strength, our wisdom, and what have you. And listen, that can include street smarts. I don't want you to think just book smart. This is an inner knowing, right? Also with the Ace of Pentacles attached there. So, no wonder down here, the second row, who's ever in the Nine of Wands, is looking over at this Queen of Pentacles, because Queen of Pentacles is looking pretty comfortable where she's at, and doesn't seem like, is just easily going to drop her abundance, whatever that is. And maybe this is going to show her a different way of living, right? Not all about what you can collect material wise, right? It's not about that. Because I feel like, it's almost like she's having this awakening. But it's a remembrance at the same time. It's an awakening and a remembrance, right? And here's this Ace of Swords. Again, we got to keep remembering that's here. It is about becoming our authentic selves, period, right? And then there's the Ace of Pentacles. And all it says is, be the fool. Take a chance. Well, why? Because if we come down here under the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords. So we already know there's some type of trust issue. Again, work-related, family-related, love-related. There's just some type of trust issue. And, it just feels like someone's just refusing to see or even try to understand. So then we move into the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is the energy of looking back at who's ever in the Seven of Swords and say, you know what? I don't even care anymore. Like, can I trust you? Can I not trust you? It almost doesn't matter anymore, right? Because over here, keep looking at that dog, like your spirit guide, your guardian angel, someone's grandmother is like, boop, they're beside you, and they're helping you to remember who you are. So you're looking back at that Seven of Swords like, you don't really mean that much to me anymore. Not even the person, but it's just like there's this realization that there's a more, right? Because the Five of Swords is about willing to walk away, but you're not walking away with your ego, like, haha, that type of thing. It's more of a Zen type approach. Like, I'm starting to realize, like, your opinion and these people's thought process and what they're willing. Like maybe some people have some backward beliefs, and whatever it is, it's like you're starting to say that it's not who I am. It's not me. It's because I'm living in that world, I'm starting to become that world, and that's not what I want. Here's the Fool. The Fool is, boy, it's just pure energy, right? Pure energy. It's almost, I almost feel like as the Fool, things will just bounce off the Fool. I don't know. Let's keep going. We have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is being, well, I don't want to say defensive. It's a little defensive, right? But, it goes right past the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands really is victory, I think. So we get from the Five of Swords. This is the willingness to walk away. The Seven of Wands, that is where I'm defending my name, right? I'm defending myself. I'm standing up for myself, I'm standing my ground type of thing. So it's a very different energy than just kind of, I'm just accepting. my life. And I'm talking to those people who just, you know who you are. It's just like, come on. I'm capable of so much more, but yet somehow I've become comfortable, or I've allowed the energy of a certain type of personality to pull me into it, right? But this is kind of like the awakening process going on. There's too much abundance out there for you, and that can mean anything. Let's keep going. To me, it just means it's happening in this lifetime. Like, it's coming to you. It's something you're going to feel, you're going to touch, you're going to see it. This is not something that you need to spiritually be connected to, even though, it's all one. But what I'm saying is, this is meant to expand your life here in some way. We have the Empress. Empress coming under the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. Alright, so the Empress and the Nine of Wands being in a reading to me are also talking about past life energies, because I feel like the Empress, when she's around the Nine of Wands energy, and I mean, hello, she's got abundance beside her. I feel like she's a queen who has had a lot of different journeys and has learned a lot in her life, right? She's someone who now nurtures because she has a very compassionate heart, right? She has empathy. Why? Because she's been there. She's seen that. But yet on the flip side of that, she's someone who now, she's not this person back here where I'm just accepting my life, right? I'm just going to accept it. She's like, no, I'm going to live this life, even if that means taking chances, right? This is feeling the abundance. This is feeling the history. Whatever it is. Some of you, it's a mother defending yourself against your mother over some type of finances. Let's keep going. Can't believe we still have cards. Look at that. We have the Emperor. So we have the Empress and the Emperor coming out together. Interesting. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles come out together. But we have the Empress coming out first. And then we have the Emperor coming out, but he's way over here. Right? So there's a separation between these two. And the King of Swords, no, this is not the Emperor. I thought he was the Emperor. He looked like the Emperor, but he's not. He's King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Simply, this is the connection between a possible Queen of Pentacles and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone think there's something going on. I don't know that there's like hard evidence to say that, yeah, But listen, if it's in the mind, that's hard enough, right? So there is a separation between these two. And I do feel like, let's just say the Queen, or the Empress walked away, right? Walked away. And I feel like anything the Empress has to say is very wise, comes from very wise words. And then I look at this King of Swords, and above him is the Seven of Swords. So is he the one who's not being trustworthy? King of Swords, if he's in his light, he comes to you with the truth, right? The truth matters. But boy, if he's in his shadow and he's by shadowy energy, it's just the opposite. This is, no one can tell a lie better than the King of Swords, right? Good with communication, both in the light and in the dark. So let's keep going. We don't want to assume he's the bad guy. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. I keep saying, We have the Sun. Interesting. In reverse. Still a good card. And then attached to that, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have the King of Swords over here. The end of the row here, we have the Queen of Swords. So, I feel like now someone's trying to make a choice, right? Trying to make a choice. But this Eight of Swords is the type of energy that, you know, it's the opposite of the Nine of Wands. This is not feeling my strength. This is not remembering who I am. This is me keeping a blindfold over me because I don't want to see the truth, right? Maybe I don't want to believe that this king, male or female, by the way, is not trustworthy. I don't want to see it, right? I don't want to see it. But, you know, what it says is, you know, there's only one way through this, right? The fool is just going to throw that blindfold off and be like, hey, is it the truth, right? Here's our Ace of Swords. Is it the truth or is it not the truth? The truth is always better, right? The truth shall set you free. So somebody doesn't want to know the truth, right? And it may be because the same thing has happened before. Like, you know, it can't happen to me again. Well, if it keeps happening to you, because the Eight of Wands is here, that just means that this is things that you keep sending out to the universe, and it just keeps coming back to you, right? You know, it's just like, bring me a mate, but my energy is way down here. Okay, well, we're going to match that. So here comes, you know, I don't know. I don't want to give someone a name, right? But when I am in the sun, even if the sun is in reverse, I'm beginning to believe, right? It's a different type of energy. Well, that's what now I'm sending out. And that's what's going to come back to me. Even if it's only a little light, well, a little light comes back. Well, that's going to expand me. And that's going to make me send out a little bit of a bigger light, right? So then what comes back to me expands me. You know what I mean? So you get there when you get there. No doubt. But someone's trying to make a choice, and I have a feeling it's just like whether to stay or to go, whether to believe or not to believe. You know, the Seven of Cups here is about needing to make choices. Someone may be accusing you, right? They may just be accusing you because, you know, I also have the energy of defending oneself. However, with the king and the queen here, for some reason, I feel like there's a lot of loyalty, like not even like to a certain person. It's just who I am, right? Nine of Wands is saying that's just who I am. I have learned, you know, I've learned that through life, you know, loyalty and, you know, loyalty to myself is what brings me, I don't know, it just keeps expanding me, right? Nine of Wands has learned a lot in life, and you know, abundance is coming in, but again, it's just like telling this Queen of Pentacles, like, get ready, get ready. I feel like the Nine is going to help absorb it. You know, not that it's a bad thing, it's the Ace of Pentacles, right? But that changes our world, right? The Fool's right above it. That changes our life, for the better, for the better. And you're not walking alone. So let's move down here. So then we get stuck in this Eight of Swords energy. Again, you know, I feel like I have one or two things I can do here. I can take my blindfolds off. I can, you know, I can face the facts, face the truth, and then let it be what it'll be. Or I can keep my blindfolds on. I can stay in this imposed prison. I can, you know, stay in the Four of Cups and just accept what is, right? I can say no to the Fool. My back is already to him, right? I can ignore my my inner self, my many lifetimes of experience, right? Again, that Queen of Pentacles, she's just like, you know, I don't know if I want to set this down. It's taken me forever to accumulate them, and you know, I don't know. They just feel like material things. Like if she would just follow this path, like whatever she's like hanging on to, she's just gonna find like there's just no need. There was no need, and there never was. So, Sun in reverse over the decision, but the Empress is right above that, and you know, what that just tells me is you've been here before, you know the truth, take the blindfold off, and then make a decision from that. All right, look at that. We have the Strength card underneath. Card of Leo, of course. And this is about trusting. It's just trusting your intuition. It is the Nine of Wands magnified. You know, some people say, well, where's my strength come from? You know, is it coming from my guardian angels? Is it coming from my guides? It's coming from everywhere and everything and all of us. But mainly it's coming from you, right? It's coming from experience of lives. And, you know, I don't know. You know, I've watched old movies because I am a movie freak. I mean, I say that, I sound ridiculous, but I appreciate a good movie. And I've seen old time movies, and I thought to myself, you know what? I feel like I've been there. Like I feel like I've been there. Not necessarily that character, but I feel like the land very familiar. And you know, I used to just question it. Now I just know that at some time I was there, and I try to find out, like, you know, exact. And Ireland is a lot of it. But like, what was the era? And you know, maybe do a past life reading down the road over that. So pay attention to everything. Now, not everyone knows that. You guys know everything. Like, you guys know everything. But, you know, you probably know more than the people closest to me. Isn't that funny? And it's not because I can't see you, because I feel like I can. I feel like I know you. And I feel like you know me. Okay. Alright. Go ahead. Okay. 2 cups wanted to come out. These came out, but they were like, I don't know. I don't feel like they're meant to come out. These are face up. We're keeping them. These came out first. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Death card. So Death card is the card of Scorpio. But the Death card, you know, it's funny how they came out by themselves. You know, the Death card tells you not to resist change, right? Not to resist the closing of a door. That, you know, it's just meant to happen. Doors are meant to close. And what it talks about is, you know, I don't know, biblically or spiritually, what this talks about is, you know, there is no real death. It is the continuation of. And it's the letting go of all this. I mean, you know, just think about it. Like when you cross over, and if it's the way that we think it is, we're going to look back at some of this stuff and be like, what was I thinking? Anyway, this is just saying, you know, this is just the way it goes, right? Doors open, doors close. There are journeys. Each journey has its purpose. There's lessons in these journeys. Some are meant to last temporary, and some, you know, may last for the rest of your life. It's just, don't be afraid of it, right? Don't be afraid of it, because it is, I don't know, freedom. Okay. Look at this. We have the 5 of Wands. We have Justice. We have the Ace of Cups. See, for some reason, I feel like they're in love. I feel like they forgot that they were in love. Not everyone. But for some reason, I'm feeling it. There's a couple here who, because of their back and forth, but they're very, very much alike. You know, someone or both are thinking divorce, you know, ending it. But I don't know, before I even seen the Ace of Cups, I felt like, man, this is love. Like, this is love. And this may be talking about give yourselves a chance, right? I don't know who, and I don't think it's for a lot, but I hope you know who you are, and I kind of feel like you do. And then, oh my God, 2 of Cups. I mean, come on. You know, they're soulmates. Now, Soulmates don't mean forever either, right? They come in for a reason, but that's not what I'm feeling here, because the Fool's bringing the soulmates in. The Fool is bringing the soulmates in. The person in the Four of Cups who's being kind of like, I don't know, what's he thinking about? Well, he's thinking about love, right? Maybe he is thinking of someone that once was. You know, I'm noticing his foot over this letter. And is he saving it from the wind? Because there's nobody around him. Is he afraid to read it? I have a feeling he's read it a million times. He's got a military uniform on, so maybe someone I haven't seen in a while. Anyway, and I'm noticing the cups aren't knocked over. So it's not like there was like major distress. I don't know. But I'm thinking of this Ace of Cups. What I'm not realizing is this true Ace of Cups. So this is me thinking the Ace of Cups, but what's behind me is that true Ace of Cups, right? And what's attached to it is the Fool. The Fool is bringing it. So what this is saying is that whether it's just your thinking or your lifestyle, you know, if you're like throwing out there about it, listen, I went to Ace of Cups, but I'm down here in this sullen mood, you know, that's what you're going to get back. So that's not what you want, right? I mean, I kind of feel that. And I feel like this Nine of Wands, almost like your higher self saying, you know, shake out, you know, like, come on, right? Because that Ace of Cups that you are asking for, here it is, right? Here it is. But what did it require? Well, what was the first thing that came out? Was the Ace of Swords and the Death card, right? And that is you learning to live your authentic life, right? That is you closing the doors that are not serving you any longer. And listen, maybe you're not serving them either, right? We think it's all about us, but sometimes like we're stopping them from living their lives too. So, yeah, I don't know who I'm talking about, but what this is saying, I feel like this is asking you in some way to take on the full energy, right? To snap yourself out of something. Even if it's thinking about someone, you know, it's almost like I'm thinking like it's never going to happen. That's what was, right? It's just what was. It's just what was. You know, I'll never have love like that again, right? Right, but here's your higher self like, whoa, like slapping you across the face, right? Here's the Fool, delivering exactly what it is you truly want, right? But it requires you to get out of that mode, right? Remember who you are. Remember that you deserve it all. Why wouldn't you? Like, why wouldn't you? I mean, you know, I remember days when I thought, like, I deserve crap, right? I deserve crap because I felt like I was crap. It's just not true. What I've learned spiritually has evolved my life, right? Because now I know that, you know, I don't think that just that person can be a multimillionaire. I think we can all be multimillionaires if that's what we want, right? Maybe, you know, it's like when I started this channel, like I wasn't even thinking money. I was thinking about reaching people and just the connection that I needed, because I'm a Virgo and I'm happy sitting in a room by myself, right? But I feel like I'm with all you. So there's different things that call to you. And this is just about like allowing doors to close. Listen, one moment I was running a fitness center and a spa, and now look at me. My life is so completely different. It's ridiculous, right? It's never what I expected, but everything I love. Who am I working for? I am working for me. Hello. You know, and that's just me. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about some of you. I've been getting comments like, stop talking about yourself. I can't. And there's reason. There's a reason behind it. Alright, let's come down to this Queen of Pentacles and let's see what's going on here. Man, we just keep getting a lot of cards with you guys. We have the Nine of Cups. So here's someone who's thinking about becoming independent, right? Who's saying, just like what I just said, like, I'm more than happy living my life, you know, on my own, independent. Now listen, I just entered into a relationship there. Let me tell you, I am happy. But I get this energy, right? It's like, what? I can entertain myself type of thing. The Nine of Cups is very, you know, it's feeling very fulfilled. We have the Hermit next to it. So this Queen could be a Virgo, right? But what's this Virgo who's really just sitting there? You know, I kind of like that the Hermit's involved here because this is talking about expanding spiritually, right? The Hermit is coming really over the Eight of Wands. So it might be information, like information coming to this Queen who's kind of like, I don't know, almost like, hey, whatever. I don't know. But it's like this Hermit with this fast information. Where? Coming from your higher self. About what? About this new abundance, about this new path that wants to open up. With who? Well, I don't know. Here's the Two of Cups being brought in by the Fool. And hello, it's connected to the Ace of Cups. So, you know, tell me what's bad there. We'll look at that. We have the Knight of Cups. So, Knight of Cups is coming over the Nine of Wands. First of all, the Knight of Cups is about what's coming in, right? It's something something emotional that I want. You know, I mean, really, it's about love. And coming through the Nine of Wands, what does that tell me? This tells me this is a past life love. That you have been with this person before. That's what it tells me. It's almost like it's passing through time. You know what I mean? It's almost like I picture it passing through, like from the 1800s into the 1900s. Well, we're in the 2000s now, but you know what I mean? Like, interesting. We have the Five of Swords. Interesting, because we have the Five of Swords here. It's almost like saying this Queen of Pentacles is going to fight this energy coming in. Almost like, you know, I think what it's saying, where you have like mistrust, right, of the past. I almost feel like, man, I hope it's not you just being like, We have the Knight of Pentacles. Here's what I think, guys. I think this is about almost like the universe proving it to you, right? So I feel like this is really about people who, even though, you know, you've come so far and you're continuing to go, there's still some doubt. There's still some trust issues. Maybe there's still some jealousy. I feel like what it's saying, because it's going through the passage of time, past life, I feel like it's coming to you through the Knight of Pentacles, which to me is the favorite over the Ace of Pentacles. Like, this is something I can trust. You know, the Queen and King of Pentacles, what did I say about them? Loyalty. Well, this is loyalty to the max, right? This is like someone who would jump out and take a bullet for you. Except I don't even mean a person. I don't know. I don't know. Someone's like, stop saying I don't know. I can't. When I say I don't know, I don't really mean it like I don't know. It's just it's like this new thing I'm taking on, and it'll go away. Alright, we have the Five of Cups that's coming over. It's funny because we have the Five of Cups coming over the Seven of Swords. So we have someone thinking about someone who, you know, has mistrusted them in the past. Same energy as that Four of Cups where they were looking back, right? But here's the Fool with this Two of Cups saying, listen, here comes someone that you've spent the passage of time with, but yet here you are focusing down on what has hurt me, right? What has hurt me in the past. And so, you know, all that's saying to you is you got to realize that you take that with you into the future because you're choosing to. And you're going to base decisions off of that, even if it's got nothing. You know, when you see the Fool bringing something in, that's free and clear. You know, that's not something coming in with mistrust. I'm not saying it can't develop. What I'm saying is it comes in free and clear. It is what you make of it. When you're looking here, this is really, you know, you kind of, I don't know, look at that. It's like your ancestors are saying that is enough. I'm telling you, I feel like you keep getting slapped in the face. Not hard, but just like wake up, right? This is asking for a rebirth. This is saying stop focusing on the crap of the past, right? Who are you hurting? You're hurting yourself, right? This is a rebirth, and you know it's an awakening. It's not just like, hello, there's a rebirth, and expecting you to be like, oh, okay. It gives you the light. It gives you, it makes you, I don't want to say it makes you, it illuminates it. Look how the sun is in reverse. It's like it's giving you enough to show you that, listen, there's this other option that maybe you haven't considered, and that is going a different direction. Let's keep going. We have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Coming after the rebirth. And hello, Ace of Pentacles. Again. Right? Again. It's like I say yes to the universe. Right? I see the clarity. It's telling me it's something that I truly want. Again, someone is coming through the passage of time, connected to the soulmate with this Ace in Cups. And by the way, and I can look at Justice, which is a card of Libra, of what's really making you whole again, right? What makes you whole again. I love that the Ace of Pentacles came out when I can see the Ace of Pentacles right here too. Who is carrying it? The Knight of Pentacles. Some, including myself, call the Knight of Pentacles the guardian angel, because I can trust that much. And then we have the Two of Wands. Well, I think back here where I was a little unsure, here it's like, you know, the evidence is too much. The signs have pointed me, like, for me to ignore these signs, I'm a fool, right? And I know that. It's really beautiful confirmation of all the potential that you have. And for some of you, it's like when it comes to love, and again, this Queen of Pentacles seems, whether she's Earth or not, almost like, I have it, I don't, right? I do, and I don't. But there seems to be like this wind of change that's coming. And what is it bringing? It's the Knight of Pentacles that's bringing it in, the Fool, asking you to take a chance with the Two of Cups along this path. This is soulmate, right? Soulmate. This is through the passage of time that is connected to the Ace of Cups. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I feel like, wow, is it thundering out all of a sudden? That would be strange. Man, there better be sound on this video. I feel like, I have to tell you, I feel like every video you're meant to hear, but I feel like you got a little bit of what was in your last reading, and I feel like you got a little bit more than your last reading. You know, maybe some of you, I don't know, maybe something changed with your energy today, so I feel like a little bit, even a little bit more, you know, like, it's hard for me to say this now, but I'm almost glad that this is coming out. And listen, it wouldn't have come out if the first one went through, so I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say except I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your likes up. I can't thank you for your likes down. I don't know. Can I? I don't feel like it. I guess if I'm being a light work, I'd be like, just thanks for your opinion, really. Thank you for subscribing. That makes me feel the messages, even if you don't subscribe though. Thanks for watching. That's really the thing. Thanks for watching to the end. You know what? I want to do an oracle card for you. I don't know why I'm doing my gratitude. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for helping me keep the channel alive. This has been a difficult but an exciting time in my life. And I feel like y'all been part of it. Difficult as in, like, you know, trying to find a way to, like, pack, you know, what I have in, like, 3 boxes. And, oh my God, what's most important? And saying goodbye to certain people and trying to get a plane and thinking about the coronavirus as I'm doing that, but thinking about my love that I'm coming to, all of that. You know, coming up with the money, which was, you know, I have to tell you, you definitely helped through those donations. All of that, but look where I am. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of challenges I had to jump over, a lot of hurdles I had to jump over, but am I thankful I jumped over each and every one of them? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I see why. So I feel like that's partly for some of you. Yeah, there were some hurdles. And there were definitely days when I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. And I think I'm strong, right? And I would talk myself out of it. But then there are days when I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, you're going to let the fear of this stop you from potentially being with the love of your life? Look at that. And we got gratitude. And it's what I was just giving was gratitude. As I notice and appreciate the blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. Let's go ahead and read for that one. Gratitude. There we go. Come on. God is generous and loving and desires the very best for you and all his beloved children. If you've been feeling forsaken or forgotten, this card reminds you of the magical power of gratitude. No matter what the current situation may be, there is always something to be grateful for. Take one moment now to review your blessings, including being alive, the sunrise, the sunset, birds singing, and so forth. As your heart warms with gratitude for all that you currently have, you open yourself to receive more. Today, practice saying thank you, repeatedly out loud and silently. These words are the keys that open the doors to happiness, abundance, and fulfillment. Almost like we were given the keys to the kingdom there, right? Almost like we got the keys to the kingdom. And it comes through gratitude. But I'm assuming it's true gratitude. But I kind of feel it for some reason, like we just got handed the keys to the kingdom, and I want to say thank you. I almost want to say amen, so I'm going to say amen. I love you guys so much. So again, thank you. Let's have gratitude, right? Let's have gratitude for one another. And I am certainly grateful for you guys. And allowing me to read just the way I read, and allowing that you love the way I read. I know you all don't, but what can I do, right? I come to you as my authentic self. So, you know, I guess you either love me or you hate me, but I love you. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.